or just thought I'd go live and talk about some new updates to the channel while walking in this beautiful area. Oh, kind of. Look at this factory here. Oh, that's wonderful. Anywho, and look at that. So, I titled this New Updates to the Channel and Information Sessions. So, if you guys want to, and hopefully this dang internet keeps on streaming, because it's been unconnecting for the last, little while. Anyways, so if I lose any chats or anybody watching, I apologize. So the new things that are coming to the channel, which I particularly think will be awesome, is I'm starting a few more things in my life. We're kind of going with, I'm now applying for bodybuilding fitness competitions, and as I mentioned before, Pokemon VGC sort of things, and I thought I'd post some of these things online. So there's going to be more live streams kind of around the afternoon here, like I'm doing right now, and I thought it would be a good thing to post these sort of afternoon live streams, sort of fitness vlogs, because we got a problem here in Canada, United States, and sort of all over the world. At least this is what I'm seeing, is obesity or overweightness. And I got the same thing. I'm just sort of the average dude who, has a office job, sitting down for 8 hours a day, and slight sugar addiction, stuff like that. And that is exactly why I applied for next year for this bodybuilding competition. So I will be posting every day about different things, changes in life, yada yada yada. And I'd like you guys to let me know in the chat down below whether or not you enjoy this sort of stuff, or if you just want me to stick to politics, don't really want to see any fitness, yada yada yada. But like I said, I think it's kind of important, and hopefully, I know we got a lot of people in Canada, sort of, or most of the people here watching is in Canada. So let me know in the chat down below if you are in the States, because I'm kind of interested about reaching them as well. Like I said, we kind of have a problem. Look at this bridge. I love this sort of architecture and stuff. We're getting towards summer. Kind of looks still like winter. But anyways, keep on going with that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that down below. And honestly, the other reason why I'm saying it is I'm seeing a lot of what would you call it, fitness channels online where the guy's already like muscular as heck. They don't really show you start to finish or the journey that they actually go on, and that kind of irritates me in particular, because you don't actually know if they're telling the truth. You don't actually know if they're telling well, not lies, but just telling what they actually think. So after I edit this video, I'll probably post, you know, midsection or yada yada yada. Anyways, other than that, newer update is every weekend I will most likely be posting overlays of different, we'll say, characters to overlay on my channels to when I talk, trying to be a little bit more personal in my videos, rather than just talking over what I do. So I think that'll be fun, but let me know in the comments down below on those videos whether you guys like that or not, since that'll be definitely a different change. Oh, cool. Like I said, love these bridges. So that'll be one of the big changes to the channel, and but most likely on weekends. Also, I'll try to upload a lot of live streams during the weekends as well, but those will be mostly gaming stuff and all of that. So while talking about what would you say, more politics of the day, or what's on the National Post, or CBC, yada yada yada, especially now with the election coming in, I am definitely getting behind all of those I guess all of those articles. So that'll probably be a good little update to the channel. Of course, sometimes I might not be able to get to that, sometimes I will. Hopefully, mostly I'll be able to get to that, but it depends on work, of course. So what else? There was something else that I was going to get going on. Also, during the summer, hopefully, you know, I can get out there and show you some of the sights around Alberta and doing some other things. Wow, I wouldn't really say traveling, but show you sights around Canada, which hopefully will look beautiful enough. So I'm sort of counting on you guys to let me know in the chats what you like, what you don't like, and I'll modify the channel to that. Thought I'd update you on all of that stuff and kind of keep me accountable, well, for a lot of it. Now let's just enjoy some walking and hanging out, looking at traffic. Fun. Oh. That's beautiful downtown Edmonton. Yeah, I don't know about that. Also, saw that Pierre Poilievre rally yesterday. Holy moly, was that crazy. I was gonna go out to it, but got sick, so that kind of sucked. Let me know down below if you guys saw that rally that Pierre Poilievre had, because apparently there was thousands. There was so many people there. I think they said they had like people out the door and they couldn't fit them all, which is craziness. You don't hear that from Mark Carney's rally, or especially Jake Mead-Singh's rally, where they have people out the door and they can't fit everybody there. I remember the story they had where there was mirrors all around to make it look like there was more people at Jake Mead-Singh's and Mark Carney's rallies. mean, my gosh, how that's just weird. I've never heard that being done before. But maybe that's just because of the new age of online stuff, where you can take pictures of everything. Maybe that's kind of how we know what's going on here. But and I just also wanted to tell you guys, Northern Perspective, they're coming out with a ton of amazing content, especially about Mark Carney's sort of, or, you know, alleged, how do I say this without ticking YouTube off? Dang you, YouTube. China's alleged involvement with Mark Carney. So that's very, very interesting stuff going on there. And I can't do as many videos on that, or all of the videos that they do on it, and give my perspective on that. So definitely go with the Northern Perspective. Watch their videos. They are awesome. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys watch that sort of stuff. Man, look at all. I mean, just to me, this walk is super, super beautiful. And it is definitely a bit early, but you'd think a lot more people would be hanging out, walking along the road here. But luckily it's just me, and then so I get to live stream and rant about politics just off the top of my head, which is craziness. Also, on Tim Pool today, I just heard I'm going to switch to some American politics, which I only know half about, so I'm probably going to get reamed about this. Is I saw on Tim Pool that Trump just threatened to put on like 103% tariffs on China. I mean, first off, that'll be crazy to see. Like, crazy to see on online. That'll be, or well, I'll probably see it online because I'm not in the States, but that'll be interesting to see what happens in the United States because of that. Because they get a bunch of their medication, and I've ranted on this before, a bunch of their medication, they send so much stuff there. China's such a big part of their economy, and like Walmart gets all of their stuff from China. You look at everything that you get, and it's made in China. So could you imagine all of your products, all of your medication, just probably all this stuff that they get at their hospitals going up by 103%. I could not imagine what that is like and what that'll do to their economy. If Trump actually goes through with this, with that 103% tariff on China, that'll, using the stock market's bad now, small businesses will just tank. Or, well, won't tank. They'll just go under. There'll be hardly any small businesses that get their stuff from China, they'll be... I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine what would happen. But there's going to be an immense loss and probably part-time jobs. A rise in gig jobs, let's just say that. And so much else. Like, I know what Trump's trying to do with these 35% tariffs and 25% tariffs is bring industry back to America, but 103% is way too much. I think he's just bluffing on this one, because there's going to be people in around him that are going to tell him, no, you can't do this. You just can't. You can't do this. The little people and the small businesses just won't survive. Damn, this is a long hill. All right, I see that 2 people are watching. If you wouldn't mind, let me know or type like something in the chat just so I know it's working. I'd like to test that out, because the only thing I got on here on my phone here is like super chats and likes. So I'd like to pester around with this going on live on my phone. Oh, awesome, thanks for the like. But yeah, going on live on my phone and actually seeing if the not the likes, the chats pop up. So other politics of the day is what I've seen, haven't watched though, is Northern Perspective came out with a video about a whistleblower that was talking about something about China and Mark Carney. So gotta go and watch that, because that'll be something important, because I think just yesterday or 2 days ago, the Security Council came out, and I'm gonna post a video of this today, and they finally said that there was something that the Chinese government posted on WhatsApp on a popular account that said that the Security Council said that they were posting neutral things about Mark Carney. There was good things posted about Mark Carney, and there was some bad things posted about him. I'm like, well, hey guys, maybe you should maybe be a little bit more specific. I know you don't want to perpetuate propaganda with WeChat and all that in other countries, but when you're going to warn the public about certain things being said, maybe a little bit more context might be a little bit more nice. But of course, that's what you should expect for something Justin Trudeau put in. But I'll get all to that in my video I'm going to post. Hopefully within the next hour or two. Hopefully. We'll see. That is pretty fancy. So I think, since I got the time, I am probably going to go see if I can make it down to the university. All the kids will be whining, complaining that I'm filming down there, which will be awesome. And try to think about a little bit more random politics while I am streaming. is always so much fun, and I'm not exaggerating. Ugh. Because right now all we got is a bunch. This is the traffic here at like 4 o'clock in Edmonton. So glad I'm visiting. So let me know in the chat down below if you're still hanging around here. Any more news that you guys seen online that I may have missed. And if you are impressed about, I'll go back to Pierre Poilievre's rally in Edmonton he had yesterday. And I'm so glad that Pierre Poilievre, he kind of stuck with his message about affordability and all that, even throughout the whole, what do you call it, with Mark Carney kind of copying him. So, anyways, right now I'm just ranting about politics. So, as I said before, let me know what you think about these new changes down